November 15th, and tomorrow is the Ohio YouTubers hang, but I'm coming up a day early, and so it's the 15th today, and I'm at the backside to walk into site number 3. So I have a little bit of ways to go, but I don't have to afford to stream this way. I'm at the park and pack site, which only has enough for about 2 or 3 cars. Dave Giefer was supposed to be with me today, but unfortunately he turned his ankle coming down a stairway down in Georgia. He was actually coming back from Georgia to come packing with me today, but he decided he better take care of that ankle. He's been having some problems with it anyway. So I'm packing in by myself, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be some people there tonight as well. So probably give you a few shots along the way, but I'd like to get going and get my things set up before dark. So it's about 2 o'clock or so right now. So I should take an hour or maybe less to get in, and that'll still give me 2 or 2.5 hours to get my stuff set up. So carrying a pretty heavy pack today. I didn't really weigh it, but I got a lot of stuff. Plus I taken 3 things of water with me, so I don't have to filter any when I'm there. I could do that, but I don't think I'm gonna worry about it. I think I'll just carry it in, and then it's 6 pounds lighter when I come out. So all right, we'll catch you later. So if you get to this point, it's not too far from the place where you park, and this is Trail E, and the yellow and the red both pointing that way. This is the way you want to go to campsite number 3. So it's warm enough today. I've taken my hat off. I'm still really sweating. Notice I only have my Russell underlayer garment on. I don't even have a sweater. I've packed a sweater, and I've packed my my vest, and then I also have it's not a down jacket, but it's a really nice warm, kind of like a puffy, but it's like 4 X, so it can go over everything. So if I really get cold, I can wear that. Trail is pretty good today. The ground's just hard enough so it's not sinking in a bunch of mud. When I was here last year, it was early and it had just rained a lot, so there was an awful lot of mud. Now, it won't be too long here before we start going some real steep switchbacks down into the valley. So again, I won't probably do much from here. I'll have to be using my trekking poles to be careful. The one thing you don't want to do, especially when you get to be my age, you just don't want to twist an ankle or something, because then that really hampers everything. So it's better to go slow, and you got to be careful. Here's a little sign right here, so the yellow and the red arrow are still going, and as you can see, it also has a whoop almost fell over there. It has a little, I don't know if you can see it or not, has a little horse on there as well. So this is a horse trail. They have a lot of sand in it, so that's helpful because it lets the water run through. But I really don't like horse trails because they just muck it up. If there's mud in here and they go through it when it's wet, it makes those holes, and then that just holds the water in the mud. So, all right, well, let's keep going. Okay. So I got to go down, way down in the bottom there. And this is the direction we're going. You can see it's pretty steep. So no more camera till I get to camp. Well, I'm here at Site 3 for the YouTuber hang this weekend, and a couple other people here, Chris from Light AF, and I forget the other guy, but I'm sure there'll be some more. In fact, I hear some more coming, I think. But this is what Site 3 looks like. Lots of space, so if there's 20 or 30 of us, we can get around that table there and talk and be around the fire. So, yeah, it's a great place to come. I just cooked myself some hot tea just to kind of warm up a little bit, and I'm sitting in my REI chair, so that's really nice. And just enjoying a little bit of peace and quiet before everybody gets here. Usual garb. Got my cart hat and my blue vest and my blue Russell underlayer. And I screwed up. I was pouring water into my cup here while I was, or into my pot before I heated it up, and I was pouring it right here in front of me and spilled some water on my shirt. So trying to get that dry. I've got another shirt to sleep in, so, and also another sweater and another jacket, so I'm sure I'll be able to stay warm tonight. But the one thing you don't want to do is get wet when you're out in the cold, and that's the first thing I did, so that was really stupid. But yeah, so live and learn. Just I like this chair, but it kind of, I sit back in it, and so I've got to make sure I always lean forward while I'm cooking so I don't spill stuff on me. A few of you have asked about my daughter Chelsea. A lot of you know that she has a terminal form of cancer, sarcoma in stage 4. She had scan, MRI, a couple of 3 months ago, and we found 10 new tumors in the brain. She underwent some pretty high intense radiation for 2 weeks. And we're just waiting now. It'll be just after Thanksgiving before we're able to get another scan to see how that worked. So appreciate all your inquiries about her and all your prayers and thoughts. I really do appreciate it. She's my backpacker and hiker. Her and my second daughter, Lindsay, they both have gone with me and like to hike. And I actually just got a new tent and a new pack for Chelsea just before she had cancer. She hasn't even had a chance to use them yet. So we're hoping still for a good sign. And again, I appreciate all your prayers and all your inquiries. You never have to be worried about asking us. It's fine. We like to tell people how she's doing and give them updates. So it's okay. Don't ever feel like, well, maybe I shouldn't bring it up.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
Yeah, this is how they get warm in Kentucky. They just do that. The fire doesn't go, but they get really hot. Trying to get it going.
Exercise. Oh my God.
Well, good evening. I'm at Mohican at the Ohio YouTubers hang at Mohican, Site 3, and just got in bed. And gonna be a chilly night tonight, down in the mid to low 20s, but I'm feeling pretty good right now. Got my down booties on, and I'm in my Perea overquilt here, and I got a Econ 10 underquilt from Hammock Gear, and so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be fine tonight. And I'm feeling pretty warm right now, so that's good. And it's about midnight, so getting to bed late too, so that's good. Hopefully I'll sleep better. And so yeah, a lot of guys here. Bryce Newbold's here, and Lance from Outland. Oh, let's see. Jeremiah is here, and oh man, a whole bunch of guys. Hope to get some pictures and maybe a few little interviews tomorrow. I have to leave tomorrow, probably in the afternoon, about 2 o'clock or so. I'll probably have to do the long hike out of here. I came in the back way, so it's going to be a long hike out. I'll probably have to stop about 30 times on the way up, but well, we'll make it. We'll just take our time and not overstress. So I'm actually a little sore tonight. My back's a little sore just from walking in, so I think I'm going to feel good, and I can feel the heat in the under hammock already. I put some warm water bottles in here, and it warmed things up already, so there's some nice, it feels like I've got hot water bottles on my back right now. So yeah, so pretty good. gonna listen to a few tunes before I go to bed, and then I'll be out of here. So we'll talk to you in the morning. For Saturday morning on our Ohio hang. Jason Wish walked in this morning, and oh, we just got lots of guys. Bryce and Chris from Light AF, and Jeremiah Stringer, and oh gee, I can't even remember everybody right now, but had a good time. Everybody had a good sleep last night. Outland is here, Lance, and he has to go. He's got something that came up at home, so he's got to leave, and I got to leave a little bit later. And Tweety was here, Rachel from down around Olentangy. So it's been a good time so far, and thought I'd just kind of go around and just show you some of the different hangs or tent camping. There's several tents over that way. I'll have to go over there, I guess. But yeah, here's some of the hammock camps. Got some Dyneema tarps, and got mine over here. I slept really good last night. My tarp is a Perea 10 by 12, and picked up a few things different. I've got a little, just a little tarp-like thing on the ground. I picked that up. It's an Outdoor Products from Walmart. It was $9, and it's got grommets in it. They're not great. I already ripped one, but use those little hook stakes, and only takes 4 stakes, and I put it down. That way I got, you know, dry ground underneath me. And we had last night I was warm enough in my hammock that my overquilt, I didn't need my Costco, so what I did was I put it over the top of me. I just put it over the top of the ridge line like this. I can't get it right now, but it was really nice because it kept the wind from coming in. Kind of acted like a hood, but it wasn't like, it didn't, I didn't get a bunch of condensation. So I think I'm going to try that some more, and it's a nice way to keep the hammock without having to keep it in the, or keep the Costco quilt without the hammock in between it. You're probably going to get dizzy watching this thing, but I love my hammock gear under quilt. It's Nikon 10, and I just really like that. And you can see my down booties are trying to blow away in the wind here. Those are really nice too. I really like that. So yeah, so it's been a really good time so far, and gonna start packing up so I can leave after a little while. Here's Bryce Newball at our hang. Bryce, what's the funniest thing you ever videotaped?
Funniest? Oh, man, that's a tough question. Funny. I don't know. I guess a fall. I mean, I took a nice spill of dolly sods with the camera on.
Oh, that's right.
I was really happy about that, but I don't know if it was funny to me.
There you go, good. Yeah, and you're from Jersey, yes, so sir. What's important about New Jersey? What do you like best about saying that you're from New Jersey?
Nothing. We're close to Philadelphia. You get a good cheesesteak.
Ah, there we go. Philly cheese. There's nothing like Philly cheese from Philly.
That's
right. Outland, and he has to leave early, and so he's the technical guru of the camping group here. So tell me something technical.
Something technical. Oh my gosh. That's a broad range. Technically, I'd love to stay here.
That's good. I like that. Anyway, so
That's right.
introduce yourself, man.
Hey, it's Jeremy. All things outdoors.
Yep.
So, and this is Fred. You've got to check him out. So, and then, of course, we got Lance. So, and you got the Outland channel, and now you have the Lance Does Tech, right?
Yes.
So awesome. So, which I will be checking that one out for sure. Thank you.
So you're from Indy, right?
No, I'm from south of Fort Wayne.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Indiana. Yeah, right. That's what I mean. So, what do you like about Indiana? Is there anything you like about Indiana?
Yeah. Honestly, my family's there. That's about it.
Yeah.
No. You know what? Indiana's pretty cool. You know, most people hate it because it can be like 20 below, then it can be like 80.
Yeah.
So, but I kind of like that.
Huh?
I like the change.
Cool.
I like the country space. I got Amish neighbors. Pretty cool.
Oh, that's
So,
cool. That's very
again.
cool. What's your favorite thing about the Browns?
Man, I don't know.
That's right, because there's nothing to be favored about the Browns, and that's right. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I want to read
It's a Steeler fan on this side of the camera, so just be careful what you say. Of course, you could probably beat me up just like that guy beat that quarterback up, man.
No, man. See, I worked on a cool run.
Oh!
When fights broke out, in case there was chicks around, get away in style, you know?
Oh, that's
Can't
great.
fight, so.
That's great. All right. Yeah.
A new phone. Oh, that's why. See, I get Wi-Fi here. It doesn't matter. Oh, if he's never signed in before, that's why he had to have service. I can break mine out right now and fly it. On the road, I have to sign in. Yeah, Bluetooth. Is it Bluetooth the phone? Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's Bluetooth or some kind of Wi-Fi.
It's a Wi-Fi, probably.
Because you can get about a mile away from it.
See the perspective here, but this is coming out of Site 3, going back to the parking lot, and this is the one that doesn't cross the stream. So it goes up there, and then it follows the ridge around, and then it switchbacks up. So it's a pretty steep trail. I probably won't give you too much information today. We're just finishing up. I'm heading back. There's some new guys that got in here this afternoon. Looks like we got about 25 or 30 folks here. Some new YouTubers are here. Josh Ebersol, the Show Brothers just showed up. Adam, the Restless One. But we had a great time last night with the guys that were here, and I'm sure they'll have fun tonight. All right, here we go. Onward and upward. Most of the switchbacks and the worst part of the hills are over. I've still got a little bit of hill climbing yet, but not much. So I'm about halfway to the car. So I just thought I'd stop and sit here for a minute. I had service, so I called my wife, let her know I was okay. And yeah, it's a nice day. There's a nice breeze here. I've been wearing my hat, but I probably could get along without it. But it's just breezy enough. It's kind of cold on my ears, so I've been wearing a hat. And Jeremiah and Jason from Kentucky, they're YouTubers from Kentucky that came up tonight. Two guys that are just great. I really enjoy them. And I'm coming up this hill, and of course I'm moaning and groaning because it's so steep, and of course I'm out of shape too. So it's just really hard for me to come up this hill. And here they come. They walked up the hill here to the car, and then they're coming back. They got 2 cornhole games they're carrying down, which means they got to carry them back up out of here later on, plus backpacks and all that kind of stuff. So oh my gosh, I oh to be young again. Oh to be young again. So, well, anyways, I'm going to keep going here. I'll check in with you probably when I get to the car. I'm just heading out of Mohican Country here. just got back to the park and pack site, and as I was pulling out, I met a guy. He was just pulling in, and so he had tried to pull and park, but he didn't have a really good spot. I said, hey, I'm leaving. You can go ahead and park right here. So he looked at me and he goes, hey, you're on YouTube, right? And I said, yeah, I'm Fred. And his name was Randy. He's, I think, transportation director up at Centerburg Schools. And so it was really neat to get to meet him. He had seen both of my daughter's hikes when we went down on Zaleski and those kinds of things. So that was the first person. He's the first person that ever recognized me on the trail, and it's a pretty cool feeling. So that was pretty neat, and especially get the chance to talk to him for a while. So I was just talking, Bryce Newbold and I were talking about the same thing, and I think one of the first people that ever recognized him on the trail was Rachel, who is a YouTuber now, and I think she was the first one to ever recognize him on the trail. And he said, you know, it was so cool because the first time it's just really neat. He says now everybody recognizes me, but he has a lot more followers than I do. So anyways, that was fun. So I think I'm going to go to Burger King or someplace and get something to eat real quick, and then head on down to Columbus. And I'm going to sit beside a fire again tonight, but it's going to be an indoor fire, and I'm just going to enjoy. Remember, when we talk about these things, you know, hiking is not that difficult. I'm 65, almost 66 now, and the hike I just took was a pretty hefty one, and I had a pretty hefty backpack. And so, you know, when I say if I can do it, you can do it too. Seriously, you can do it too. I don't care, you know, even if you're not in great shape, you can get yourself in good enough shape that you can do some easy hiking. And up here at Mohican, almost all the park and pack sites are within about a mile of where the parking is. And so now the one that I was on today was a really hard mile, but there's a lot of them that are pretty easy miles, and you should at least get up here and try some. So if we can do it, you can do it too. Have a great day. See you on the trail.